everyone, welcome to Life Tips by Ning. In today's video, I'm sharing explanations for the 61st hexagram in I-Ching called Inner Truth. The reason it's called Inner Truth is based on the image of the hexagram, because the external triagram is wind and the internal triagram is lake. You have wind blowing over lake. This is actually borrowing the image of natural phenomena of trade wind. Trade wind comes at a very reliable time each year, so the dolphins or other creatures in the river has this spiritual connection with the wind. It feels it coming and it jumps out of the water joyfully to greet the trade wind. So this gives you this image of mutual connection. So how do you build this connection based on reliability? Then we go back to the image of the hexagram, but this time we look at the whole thing holistically. This is kind of an enlarged fire triagram because the internal line is yin line and the external lines are yang lines. So what does this tell us? So the foundation of a trustworthy relationship is built on two things. The first is inside this yin line, meaning that within your heart, you should keep an open mind. Don't let your bias or judgment preclude any situation. Give people a chance. Don't judge people too prematurely. As long as you have this open-minded mindset, that will really help create a strong foundation for mutual connection and trustworthy relationship. And the second criteria is this external yang line. That means externally how we face the world and how we interact with other people. We need to have a more solid character. When you say something, you deliver it, you keep your promises and fulfill your commitment. That's how we become reliable and earn people's trust. So as long as you combine the inside heart and your mentality with the external behavior, that lays the foundation for this inner truth hexagram and really help you build solid relationships. And in terms of individual lines in this hexagram, let's look at the first one. This line description is very vivid. It's saying that in the fall time, near October to November, you follow a guide going into the forest to cut some lumber and trees, because it's following the right season, it's following the rhythm of nature. You're not disturbing anything, first of all. You're not cutting it in the springtime when things are still growing. You're harvesting in the right moment in sync with nature. But also, you have a very pure intent. Your only reason to going into the forest to cut down trees is to actually not disturb its natural growth. You're harvesting trees only. You don't have other noise or greed in your head, right? Ulterior motive to grab or reap other other rewards from nature unnecessarily, because that focus and purity of your intent and you're following the right timing, that will give you a very positive outcome. So this first line is actually calling out the caution that when you take action to do something, focus on your original intent. Don't be distracted by other noises, and other ulterior motive will disturb your inner peace. As long as you can focus on your purity and intent, you'll be fine. And the second line is also a positive one. This is like a crane calling out its partner, maybe a mother crane calling for the baby crane, and it get an echo back. So it's saying somebody has a sincere resonance and connection, like a spiritual connection with each other. So because you're able to do that, you definitely will naturally incur a positive outcome. Moving to the third line, this is not a positive one. The reason is your heart inside is wavering back and forth. You're so hesitant, like should I, maybe in a war situation, should I attack or should I retreat, protect myself? Because of that wishy-washy type of a mindset, course, naturally, you're not going to give consistent behavior or orders to other people. And that's totally going against the foundation of building trust. So because of like that fluctuation, you're creating instability and incurring this roller coaster type of result, which is super unreliable. So applying the third line in maybe a business situation, maybe you're trying to go into a new business adventure because your goal is not clear. You didn't set it clearly in the early stage. That means you might make profit, but that's not gonna last forever. It's gonna go straight to a dip, and a lot of loss. So it's kind of this roller coaster back and forth, good and bad, because the initial intent is not clear. Moving to the fourth one, this is a positive one as well. The reason is saying the moon hasn't reached its full shape yet, meaning that you're still staying humble, even though you're in a relatively high position, right, close to the king, the fifth line. Like a second in charge person, I could be superly overconfident or a lot of pride within my achievement, but I maintain this humbleness, like the moon keep its balanced shape rather than reaching fullness. Or I could be like a horse, not being tied to my small group of horses. I separate myself from a small crowd in order to mingle into a bigger crowd. So you have a bigger heart to appeal to a broader group. And because of this letting go of attachment, of your purity in your heart, of humbleness, of sincerity, of willingness to connect with a bigger crowd, that will help you maintain your inner truth, your purity, which will in return, right, attract the same energy back to yourself. So this is why it's a positive one. The fifth one, this is the guy in like the king or the guy in leadership. This is the ultimate supreme stage of being a successful leader. Meaning that, can you imagine without words or orders, people will follow you naturally because they trust you. You don't have to explain your order, like why are we going this way? Why are we doing this? Based on past experience and interaction with you, you already built that natural trust and spiritual connection with other people. And then you just naturally go forward. That solidifies your leadership style, but it's built on the like a cool foundation of this leader is able to exercise both like open-mindedness in their heart, right, with no prior judgment, and very reliable behavior on the outside. So make it in a real life example. Think about the legal setting. When you're trying to sentence somebody to because of crime, if you are the person in charge with authority, first it's saying that do your due diligence. Are you confident the sentence or punishment match the crime? What are the facts? Did you double check the facts? Are you doing your due diligence to make sure it's the right conclusion? Even though it might be a death sentence, the most extreme case, have some mercy, delay the sentencing, give you more time to be careful, to be sure, to be accurate in your judgment. So that is a real life example of how a leader could exercise that open-mindedness, that reliability, that merciful, humble feeling. That will create a lot of trust and earn a lot of respect from other people. Last but not least, the top line. This is a very misfortunate one. The reason is the same. Rather like the crane, the second line, right? Calling each other in a very organic, natural way, and they echo each other. This rooster, which is almost like a house pet, is not a natural, like a crane living in the wild with a lot of prestigious meaning attached to the animal. Roosters like to cry really loud, almost louder than cranes. But in reality, they're lacking, it's all superficial show. They're lacking the substance. They cannot really fly up into the sky or anything. It's just a loud cry. So it's simplifying somebody with an arrogant display of a lot of showmanship, but you're lacking the internal contents and substance to support it. Because of that, you're going the opposite way of what this hexagram is teaching us. This top line is the other way around. Internally, it's all about me. I want to attract fame. But externally, is not young at all. It's lacking. It's lacking the behavioral action supporting it. So because you're doing the whole inner truth teaching wrong in the opposite way, of course that's not going to be sustainable. And if you keep on doing that, you will attract a lot of hurdles, failure, or misfortune along the way. So that's the explanation of the 61st hexagram. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.